Welcome students. Today we're speaking about climate change and global warming, where we measure the potential of global warming in terms of carbon footprint, and we speak more about the carbon dioxide emissions. But we need to understand that there are other gases which hold more global warming potential than carbon dioxide does. Those two are nitrous oxide and methane. So today let's focus on global warming potential of methane and why it is matter of concern than carbon dioxide more. So when we speak about global warming potential, we need to understand that UV rays have both long wavelength radiation and also short wavelength radiation. So carbon dioxide is opaque for one of them and it's not letting one of the radiation reflect back. So the albedo, which we can understand about reflection of radiation back to the space or back to the atmosphere, is responsible for regulating the heat budget of the landmass. Now, as the albedo is being affected by absorption capacity and opaqueness to these radiations, carbon dioxide is considered a gas with global warming potential. So if you take on a scale of carbon dioxide as unit measure, you have almost CH4, which is methane, 84 times carbon dioxide. What does it mean? Global warming potential of methane is 84 times, implies that more than carbon dioxide, 84 times the amount of heat can be absorbed and it can be retained rather than reflecting by methane. Hope you understood why methane is considered with higher global warming potential than carbon dioxide. Now let's understand the sources of methane. So as usual, though the first and primary source is industrial, but it is not the largest source. The largest source is the animal husbandry and rice fields, paddy cultivation. So the primary sector is largest emitter of methane rather than the secondary sector, which is industrial. So this is the reason in the countries where primary sector dominates, methane emissions would be higher enough, at least per capita emissions would be higher. Okay, having said this, now let's move on to a time where we are in 2020s, when the decade of 2020 to 2030, the methane's global warming potential has been acknowledged by IPCC and the COP, Conference of Parties, which is prestigious event that annually happens to understand the environmental impacts and pledge the necessary measures that each government would pledge themselves to take. So as part of Conference of Parties 26, this COP26 was historical because here, regarding methane, it was the first time almost 111 countries who are responsible for 45% of total emissions came together to form Global Methane Alliance. Okay, so organizations which foresee this Global Methane Alliance are UNEP and UNFCCC, but these 111 countries have taken Global Methane Pledge. So the Global Methane Pledge aims to reduce the methane emissions year after the year, starting from the 2021 levels itself. Now the question is, did India form part of this? The answer is India didn't get into this alliance, and India didn't pledge for the methane reductions. So the global methane pledge doesn't include India. Why is it so? Because India has to take care of its farmers, and India being almost largest producer of paddy, India's methane emissions are significant enough, and with the animal husbandry dominating in India, it is equally important for India to take care. So India may consider joining this alliance in future, but presently India is not part of either global methane alliance or global methane pledge. Hope you understood the reasoning behind India's stance. Now, will India deny existence of methane as the gas with higher global warming potential? The answer is no. India would acknowledge it, but it will not take actions immediately, because being developing nation and also with significant chunk of paddy cultivators and animal husbandry being larger contributor in employment, India need to take care of it primarily, and then India would think of starting reductions. Hope you understood the various paths regarding the global warming potential of methane, and also India's stance and the global attempts by various countries to form organizations and take pledges to reduce it. Another day, I'll be back before you with better topic regarding the environmental protection. Till the time, it's time to be that use. Thank you.